From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, April 22nd, 2016. I'm Paula Degnan, in for Ann Gownley. Wednesday night, Republican frontrunner Donald Trump was in Harrisburg rallying his supporters. WYLN's Tiffany Cloud has the story.
First, he was a real estate mogul, then a reality TV star, and now he's a candidate for President of the United States, packing arenas. Donald J. Trump held a campaign rally the eve of Thursday, April 21st, at the Pennsylvania Farm Expo in the capital of the Commonwealth. There was excitement in the air among fevered Trump supporters. What brings you to the Trump rally?
Support Donald Trump.
What is it about Donald Trump that appeals to you?
Immigration, Second Amendment, First Amendment, sanctuary cities, jobs.
I just want to hear him explain his policies, and I think he has some good ideas. I just want to see how he wants to go about them.
We are here supporting Donald Trump because Donald Trump is the only candidate running for President of the United States who supports our veterans. I'm a mother from Camp Hill, Cumberland County, and I lost my son, Corporal Dane Friedman, on December 13th, 2013 to suicide. He served 2 tours in Iraq and the VA left him down. Mr. Trump, I feel, can turn this around. He can help get the VA straightened out, that these boys and girls coming home from the war zone and coming out of the military can reassimilate themselves into society and have a better life.
The audience included some people well known to the WYLN 35 viewing area. One familiar face, Congressman Tom Marino of the 10th District, who shared his reasons for endorsing Trump.
It's real simple. My constituents and I, as millions and millions of people do across this country, believe that Donald Trump is going to be the one that helps us save the country. And I asked a very simple question when I'm interviewed: why did you decide to endorse Trump? And I was the first congressman to do it. And it's simple. I said, how's it been going the last 30 years with governors, senators, and career politicians being president? We're $20 trillion in debt. 20 million people out of work. Businesses are leaving the country. The borders are wide open. Failed health care. People are fed up with inside Washington establishment. We need a man who knows how to create business, create jobs, and he's done it.
Congressman Lou Barletta of the 11th District was also present. He stated the reasons he supports Trump.
Well, you know, I really, as I was watching the campaign unfold, I really thought that the American people and their voices were really being shut out of Washington, where the establishment didn't really want Trump or Cruz and really trying to pick their own candidate to be the nominee. I think Donald Trump right now has the best chance to win. I think he had the courage to bring up the issues that people care about. Says a lot of things that people are thinking, maybe not the way they want him to say it, but whether it's illegal immigration, whether it's bringing our jobs home from China, whether it's making America great again and putting America first. And I think that's what the American people want.
Together, Marino and Barletta warmed up the crowd prior to the candidates' arrival. Shortly after 7 p.m., Trump took to the stage. The audience of several thousand people was excited to hear from the man they hope to be the next president.
Median and this is so terrible, median household income in Harrisburg, in the Harrisburg region of Pennsylvania, has declined $7,000 since the year 2000. Now look, countrywide, just so you understand, people, hardworking, unbelievable people, their income and their wages have gone down over the last 14, 15 years.
Despite some attempted disruptions by protesters, the rally lasted a little over an hour. Those in attendance happy to see and support the candidate. Reporting from Harrisburg for WYLN 35, I'm Tiffany Cloud.
And yesterday, Scranton welcomed Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. We asked some of his supporters why they're backing him.
I decided to pick this outfit because for the first time in my life, I found the presidential candidate who makes me take pride in getting involved in American politics. He's completely rejuvenated my spirit. He's completely rejuvenated the spirit of my friends, and he's given me a reason to believe that the middle class can get strong again in this country. He also gives me a reason to believe that the people in charge of our country can start to hold accountability for their actions and for the disastrous decisions that have destroyed this economy and led us to the 2008 recession.
There were also groups like the Communication Workers of America. They were at the town hall meeting as well.
Today, because communication workers were the first union in the nation to support Bernie, so we're here to help support him, and he's also supporting us in our battle against Verizon.
Sanders has many supporters from the younger generation. They're 100% for raising the minimum wage.
Well, me as an employee, I'm in the workforce, I'm 15 years old. I have worked for minimum wage. I do believe he's in the right direction with raising minimum wage, and everyone deserves a fair wage that they can live off of.
And don't forget, the Pennsylvania primary is this coming Tuesday, April 26th. Election day almost here in the state, and WYLN once again will be bringing you all the information you need during our election night coverage. WYLN 35 will have the most experienced political analysts in the studio on election night, including some old friends and some new faces. Live election night coverage starts at 8 o'clock this coming Tuesday, April 26th, right here at WYLN 35. A safety reminder for grass cutting season. Sparks from a riding lawnmower started in a basement garage caused heavy damage to a home in Wilkes-Barre. The blaze at the double-block home on Miller Street left 7 people displaced and killed 2 pets. Officials say best to start gas-powered equipment out of doors and away from flammable material. Wilkes-Barre police on the lookout for a man who they say stole a dryer from outside a home on Cary Avenue in South Wilkes-Barre. If you recognize the man in these pictures, you're asked to contact City Police at 570-208-4109. The Wilkes-Barre Area School Board has another special meeting Monday night to consider yet another plan to merge all 3 high schools into one. Last year, the board approved a plan to consolidate Myers and Coughlin into one new school, but some, like board member Ned Evans, have called for adding GAR into the mix. His idea was voted down a couple of weeks ago. This time, he wants to continue with the Kistler Elementary addition, which he wanted to drop in his previous proposal. A board report says GAR needs about $8 million of repairs. Time now for a first look at our forecast as the weekend is closing in. Meteorologist Joe Garbacik in the Weather Center with, what is this, rainy details?
Well, not a whole lot of rain, but some showers here and there. But this upcoming weekend, it is looking pretty nice. It's going to be dry across all of our viewing area. Temperature-wise, pretty nice. There's still a couple of showers there's going to be out there on radar, especially as we go into this evening. But still not bad for traveling because those temperatures are perfect. Very mild for this time of year. No watches, no warnings to talk about. Again, there you can see some of the showers that have been coming through, and there's some more widespread ones out toward the west. Really haven't seen much across our area. Some areas really didn't see anything at all, but tell you what, those temperatures this time of year, 70, some areas near 80 degrees, that's pretty nice. Cool down in the forecast for this weekend, but it's going to be dry. I'll explain coming up in just a few. Paula?
Thank you, Joe. Coming up next, 100 years. That calls for a celebration. And today, speaking of celebrating, it's Earth Day. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
You deserve to look your best.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
There's a lot of history to cover in 100 years. Here's WILN's Aaron Harvey with that story.
A church in Hazleton is celebrating a milestone this weekend. Holy Rosary Parish on Poplar Street is celebrating their 100th anniversary on Sunday. Father Brian Clark says Bishop Bambera will be celebrating the 11 o'clock Mass.
It's our 100th anniversary, the 100th anniversary of the parish of Holy Rosary Parish. And to celebrate, we commemorate this weekend, Bishop Bambera will be here to celebrate the 11 o'clock Mass on Sunday. And immediately following, we have a banquet with about 350 people planning to attend at Capriati's. And it's a culmination of this entire year we're celebrating in honor of this 100th anniversary.
The parish has been celebrating for the past month.
We have some kind of event scheduled where there's a social and a spiritual component to it. So this month, the actual anniversary Mass itself and the banquet commemorate the day of the actual 100th anniversary, which takes place in April. So everything's been going very well, and it's very exciting, and we've had wonderful turnout and response with everything that we've planned each month so far.
Clark says the original church is now where their prayer garden is.
The history itself, this church building was built roughly approximately 40 years ago. The original church was a wooden structure that was standing now where our prayer garden is, and once it was torn down, they converted that into the prayer garden.
Everyone is welcome to celebrate the parish's milestone.
It'll be the 11 o'clock Mass. We'll have a full choir. Bishop Bambera, as I mentioned, will be here. And it's open to all those who have a connection with Holy Rosary Parish. There are many people in from out of town, since they plan on attending also the banquet that will be hosted following the Mass. And it will be a big event, and all the pieces have been coming together nicely, and so many people have been working on this behind the scenes, and we greatly anticipate a wonderful weekend. It'll be one where we truly will celebrate this parish as a parish family, as a family of faith.
In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
So how about celebrating 4 billion years? Give or take a few. Today is Earth Day. UGI is making the Earth a cleaner place.
Here for the cleanup we do every year for about the past 7 years or so. It's important because it helps get all the garbage off the sides of the roads and makes everything look a lot nicer. And we enjoy volunteering to get our name out there and help the community.
UGI also involved with a variety of other programs.
UGI also does the Reading is Fundamental program. I help with that as well, going to all the elementary schools, the first grade local area, doing reading. We read books to kids. We donate a ton of books that they can choose online, and we go there, we read a book, and tell them a little about UGI and our background.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik has a full look at our weekend forecast, and speaking of the weekend, plenty of things to do. Stay tuned.
Glenn Geisinger is a proven conservative running for Congress. Glenn Geisinger is a veteran of the 82nd Airborne Division who will keep our country safe. Glenn Geisinger is a small businessman who wants our economy to work for everyone. Glenn Geisinger is pro-life and pro-Second Amendment. Glenn Geisinger will find common sense answers to problems holding back our country. For principled leadership and conservative solutions, vote Glenn Geisinger on Tuesday, April 26th.
This is Glenn Geisinger, and I approve this message. Welcome to the Extreme, the place where the greatest strength is your amazing enthusiasm, where there's nothing more explosive than the sound of your applause. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey presents Circus Extreme. Get ready for the greatest show on earth. Dare to experience Circus Extreme. Kids tickets are $10, playing April 28th through May 1st at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
Mary's dress waves like a vision she dances.
On April 23rd, the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton will present the B Street Band, the original Bruce Springsteen tribute band, at 7:30. Nearly 5,500 performances and 34 years later, the B Street Band is still the hardest working tribute band on the circuit. Tickets are on sale now at the locations on your screen. The B Street Band, April 23rd at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton.
Boy, it's a spectacular day today to be outdoors temperature-wise, getting up into the 60s, some areas near 70 degrees. Got quite a bit of clouds overhead right now, but a lot of rain just kind of broke up as it made its way toward the east. Some areas did see some showers, still some more showers as you head out toward the west. And as we head into this upcoming weekend, boy, it is looking pretty nice, a little bit cooler, but it should be dry for both our Saturday and Sunday. Onto the graphic. This graphic looks a lot more worse than really what it's been today, but keep in mind there were some showers across parts of our area. Again, every area did not see everything. I mean, it was kind of, like I said, broke apart. It made its way toward the east. Some areas did get some locally heavy downpours. Other areas didn't really see anything. Just to the south of Shenandoah, Schuylkill County, you see a little bit of some lone showers down there. The rest is out toward the west. 66 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, and the wind literally is non-existent. 73 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 68 Mount Pocono, 76 degrees in Philly. Here's an indication of some cooler air out toward the west. It's only 60 degrees in Bradford, 62 degrees in Erie. Some of that cooler air will come into our area for tomorrow. Still in the 70s in the Wyoming Valley area. Again, there you can see some of those showers. They've been scattered. Now, they are more widespread as you head out towards central and western PA. Even a couple of rumbles of thunder cannot be ruled out with some of those showers and a thunderstorm or so. But again, some of them make their way a little bit toward the east, so we're not out of the woods yet with the rain yet. There's still that possibility as we go through part of the overnight hours, and then we start to clear out, and it's shaping up to be a very nice looking weekend for both our Saturday and Sunday. Looking at the numbers tonight, staying on a mild side. Tomorrow we're up into the 50s. Some areas will be in the lower 60s. And then as we go into our Sunday, we'll start out on a cool note. Notice only in the 30s, but don't let that fool you because we'll be up into the 60s for Sunday. It's going to be a pretty nice day for both our Saturday and Sunday across our area. Warming trend for the second part of the weekend, and still looks like there's a chance of some showers in our forecast for Election Day on Tuesday. But temperature-wise, not bad. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect looking very nice for tomorrow. And the Helping Hands Telethon that we'll have live for you. By all means, go out, check us out, meet some of the personalities. Goes to a great cause. Of course, it's going to be located at the new location, the Health and Wellness Center in Hazleton. 57 degrees. Very nice for tomorrow, even better for Sunday, even better for Monday. Some showers for Tuesday, and then 60s and some more showers going into the ending part of next week. 07, the daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 2, the pick 3, 846, the pick 4, 3579, and the pick 5 numbers 4, 7, 6, 2, 7, and treasure hunt numbers 1, 2, 6, 15, and 30. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping a solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Combined Insurance makes it easy to protect you and your loved ones by paying cash directly to you when you need it most. Whether you're looking for accident and sickness, disability, or life coverage, Combined Insurance has a policy to meet your needs and fit your budget. Call John Ravello, 570-499-0504 for an appointment to help determine the best coverage for you. That's John Ravello, 570-499-0504.
The Helping Hands Society hosts its annual telethon tomorrow. The nonprofit organization serves special needs children and their families through educational and therapeutic services. The telethon has a new venue this year. It will be held at the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton on the Airport Beltway in Hazel Township. All of the proceeds from the telethon go directly to the children at Helping Hands. The Helping Hands telethon again tomorrow. You can watch it live from noon until 11 p.m. right here on WYLN. Also tomorrow, the Hazleton Area Marching Band holds a craft show and jazz fest. The craft fair runs from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. The jazz concert featuring 10 local jazz bands will be held from 2 until 5 p.m. Band director Joseph Tefanko says it's not only a great event, but something the public will love to come out and see.
An event of this nature, which has somewhat died off in the area, a jazz festival, to come back to the Hazleton area and bring some amazing music throughout the course of the afternoon and some adjudication and education to help make these programs even better.
The event is a fundraiser for the band, and everyone involved has been working super hard to make sure everything is in place for the big event.
First of all, it's a wonderful day for the community to come out and enjoy a day of music through the jazz bands that are participating, and also to support the crafters that are here. And in turn, you're also supporting our organization. The band is always out supporting the community. There's usually every event we're asked to. We wish we could do all of them. We participate in as many as we could throughout the school year, and it would be a wonderful thing to have the community come out and support us this week so we can support these fine young musicians who love to participate in music.
The craft fair is free to attend. Jazz Fest tickets are $3 for adults, $1 for students and seniors. Just over $7,000 donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation thanks to Subaru of America Incorporated. From November of last year until January 2nd, 2016, customers of Fairway Subaru in Hazel Township were able to select from a list of charities to receive a donation of $250. During Subaru of America's Share the Love event, 5 national charities were chosen, and this year, a 6th one selected by Fairway, the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Greater Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Today, a check for $7,238 presented to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Program. This year there were 630 hometown charities here locally in Hazleton. It was Make-A-Wish. We've donated over $19 million to local community-based charity organizations.
For more information on this local Make-A-Wish Foundation chapter, you can log on to greaterpawv.wish.org. Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
The Helping Hands Society's annual telethon will be held Saturday, April 23rd, live from the Health and Wellness Center at Hazleton and broadcast on WYLN TV 35. Enjoy local and regional entertainment all day Saturday from noon until 11 p.m. The Helping Hand Society's annual telethon live from the Health and Wellness Center in Hazleton on WYLN TV 35. I want you to attend the Kids, Clays, and Vets benefit fundraiser for the Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club at Whitetail Shooting Preserve, Saturday, April 30th, starting at 9 a.m. There'll be a trap competition, 6-station money shoot, sporting clays, and Dirty Harry pistol range. Chow down on hamburgers, hot dogs, and more at the mess tent. World War II GIs will be there to serve you. Plus, World War II vehicles will be on display all day. The Kids, Clays, and Vets benefit fundraiser at Whitetail Shooting Preserve, Saturday, April 30th, starting at 9.
Mary's dress waves like emergency dancers.
On April 23rd, the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton will present the B Street Band, the original Bruce Springsteen tribute band, at 7:30. Nearly 5,500 performances and 34 years later, the B Street Band is still the hardest working tribute band on the circuit. Tickets are on sale now at the locations on your screen. The B Street Band, April 23rd at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton.
The postseason already extra hockey. Well, so far the Baby Penguins playoff run has consisted of extra hockey. Game 2 highlights featuring overtime for the second straight night. And for the second straight night, Casey DeSmith in net. But early on a Pens power play, a turnover from Daniel Sprong. Remember that name. Noel Asieri displays speed down the ice, the nice flip, and the shorthanded goal puts Providence up 1-0. Game 1 hero Carter Rowney gets a couple of chances in front, but unable to connect. Colby Cave doesn't have any such issues. His quick fire cues silence from Mohegan Sun Arena as the Bruins take a 2-0 lead. However, Pens answer with 3 unanswered. Providence ties it, setting up another OT, and 5 minutes into that extra frame, Daniel Sprong, quite the opposite from earlier. The crucial turnover transitions into the game-winning goal. 4-3 is the final, and the Baby Pens take a 2-0 lead with a chance to win on the road in Rhode Island after some sweet redemption.
It was a bad play maybe. It's not always nice to get scored on the power play, but I apologize to the boys, and they kept being positive with me, and the coaches had put me right back out there. I think that gave me a lot of confidence moving forward. Just continue playing my game, and I was happy to make up for it.
The Baby Pens hit the ice in Providence on Saturday for Game 3, and here's a look at what's going on tonight. The Iron Pigs fresh off a series sweep start anew in Pawtucket, while the Rail Riders hit the road for a 3-game set with Syracuse. In the pros, the Yanks hosting the Rays with CC Sabathia on the mound. A night after the Cubs ace, Jake Arrieta tossed a no-hitter. Joe Madden in Chicago back at it against Cincy, and the Phillies and Brewers both 7-9 duel in Milwaukee. In a couple of Game 5s in the NHL, the Flyers look to extend their series and get back home against the Caps, and the Islanders and Panthers looking for an edge, currently tied at 2 games apiece. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll have highlights from the day on the Schuylkill League Diamond, plus wax lights. But next, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
Glenn Geisinger is a proven conservative running for Congress. Glenn Geisinger is a veteran of the 82nd Airborne Division who will keep our country safe. Glenn Geisinger is a small businessman who wants our economy to work for everyone. Glenn Geisinger is pro-life and pro-Second Amendment. Glenn Geisinger will find common sense answers to problems holding back our country. For principled leadership and conservative solutions, vote Glenn Geisinger on Tuesday, April 26th.
This is Glenn Geisinger, and I approve this message.
Still got some lingering rain out there on radar. Most of the precipitation out west. It's going to clear out, though, as we go into the weekend. Saturday, Sunday, looking very nice. Even better for Monday next week in the 60s. So at least we're not dealing with cold temperatures. Hopefully they're gone until next year.
I want to say a very blessed Passover to all of our WYLN viewers of the Jewish faith. Passover begins at sundown. Have a wonderful weekend, and don't forget the telethon tomorrow.
12 to 11.